Welcome to Mind Decoded, where we explore the psychology behind human behavior. Let's decode today's topic. You made great decisions all morning. You chose a healthy breakfast. You prioritized your most important task. You handled a difficult conversation calmly. Then evening arrives. You're exhausted. Someone asks you a simple question and you snap. You mindlessly eat an entire bag of chips. You agree to a commitment you'll regret tomorrow. What changed? Your decision-making capacity depleted. Every choice you made during the day consumed a limited resource. By evening, you're running on empty. This is decision fatigue. Today on Mind Decoded, we're breaking down decision fatigue. Why your willpower depletes throughout the day. How judges give harsher sentences before lunch. What time of day you should make important choices. And how to structure your day to preserve decision-making capacity. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This content is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered medical, psychological, or mental health advice. If you're experiencing mental health concerns, please consult with a qualified mental health professional. Decision fatigue was first studied extensively by psychologist Roy Baumeister. He found that making decisions depletes a mental resource. After making many decisions, your brain's capacity to make more decisions declines dramatically. You become impulsive. You avoid decisions entirely. You make poor choices. Think of decision-making capacity like a battery. You wake up at 100%. Every decision drains the battery slightly. What to wear, what to eat, which task to tackle first, whether to respond to that email. By noon, you're at 60%. By evening, you're at 20%. By night, you're at 5%. At 5% battery, your decision-making is compromised. You can't evaluate options carefully. You can't resist impulses. You default to the easiest choice, not the best choice. This is why you make terrible decisions at night. The most striking research on decision fatigue comes from a study of parole judges in Israel. Researchers analyzed over 1,000 judicial decisions. They found that judges were most likely to grant parole at the beginning of the day. As the day progressed, they became more likely to deny parole. After a food break, parole rates jumped back up, then declined again as more decisions accumulated. The judges weren't consciously being harsher. They were experiencing decision fatigue. Making hundreds of parole decisions depleted their mental resources. When depleted, the brain defaults to the safer option. Denying parole is safer than granting it. The judge can't be blamed if a prisoner they kept in prison doesn't commit a crime. Here's what's happening neurologically. Decision-making happens in your prefrontal cortex. This region consumes significant glucose when active. Making decisions burns fuel. After many decisions, your brain's glucose levels drop. Your prefrontal cortex becomes less efficient. Research by Kathleen Voss showed that people who made many trivial choices performed worse on subsequent self-control tasks. All decisions draw from the same mental resource pool. This explains several everyday phenomena. It's why you can resist junk food all day but cave at night. Your willpower battery was full in the morning. By evening, it's depleted. It's why you make impulse purchases at night. You spent the day making work decisions. By evening, your capacity to evaluate purchases rationally is compromised. It's why arguments escalate at night. During the day, you have mental resources to regulate emotions. By night, those resources are depleted. It's why CEOs schedule important decisions for morning. Strategic planning happens at 9 a.m., not 9 p.m. Big decisions happen when the battery is full. So how do you manage decision fatigue? First, reduce trivial decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit daily. Mark Zuckerberg does the same. They're preserving decision-making capacity for important choices. They eliminate hundreds of micro-decisions to save energy for strategic thinking. You can reduce decision load. Meal prep on Sunday so you're not deciding what to eat each meal. Create morning and evening routines so the sequence is automatic. Automate recurring purchases so you're not deciding when to reorder basics. Second, schedule important decisions for morning. Don't make major choices after 6 p.m. Don't commit to big projects at night. Wait until morning when your mental resources are restored. Third, eat regularly. Your brain needs glucose to make decisions. Skipping meals accelerates decision fatigue. Have protein-rich snacks between meals. Fourth, take decision breaks. If you have a day full of meetings, schedule buffer time. 10 minutes of doing nothing. Let your brain recover. Fifth, make difficult decisions first. Tackle your most important choice when your battery is full. Morning you has better judgment than evening you. Sixth, create decision rules. I don't check email after 7 p.m. I don't make purchases over $100 without sleeping on it. Rules eliminate decisions. Here's what decision fatigue costs you. Poor financial choices. Research shows people make worse investment decisions as the day progresses. They take riskier bets. They make emotional choices. They ignore important information. Damaged relationships. Evening arguments are often decision fatigue arguments. You're not thinking clearly. You're not regulating emotions well. You're saying things you don't mean because your self-control is depleted. Health consequences. You skip the gym because you're depleted. You eat poorly because resisting temptation requires willpower you don't have. You stay up too late because deciding to go to bed takes effort when you're exhausted. Reduced productivity. When depleted, you procrastinate on important tasks. You waste time on easy but unimportant work. You avoid making the strategic choices that actually matter because they require mental energy you don't have. Now let's talk about what doesn't restore decision-making capacity. Caffeine provides temporary alertness but doesn't restore decision quality. Scrolling social media or watching TV doesn't restore your decision capacity. Your brain is still processing information. Pushing through with willpower makes it worse. You're better off postponing the decision. What does restore capacity? Sleep. This is the full reset. You wake up with decision capacity restored. Food restores partial capacity. Eating increases glucose availability to your brain. Physical movement helps. A walk increases blood flow to your brain. True rest helps. 15 minutes of doing nothing. No screens. No decisions. This allows partial recovery. Here's how to structure your day around decision fatigue. Morning. Your most important decisions. Strategic thinking. Major commitments. Difficult conversations requiring careful judgment. You're at peak capacity. Use it for what matters most. Midday. Moderate decisions. Routine work decisions. Standard client calls. Regular meetings. You're still capable but past peak. Save strategic thinking for morning. Afternoon. Low stakes decisions. Administrative work. Easy tasks. Implementation of morning decisions. You're declining but can handle routine choices that don't require deep analysis. Evening. No important decisions. Predetermined routines. Relaxation. Recovery. You're depleted. Protect yourself from making choices you'll regret. Follow established habits rather than making new decisions. Practical applications. Don't grocery shop when hungry and tired. You'll buy junk food impulsively. Shop in the morning after eating when your self-control is high. Don't send important emails late at night. Your tone will be off. Your thinking unclear. Your judgment impaired. Write it at night if you must, but send it in the morning after review with fresh eyes. Don't agree to commitments after 8 p.m. Someone asks you to volunteer for something. You're depleted. You can't evaluate if you actually want to do it. Say, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you tomorrow," when your decision-making is restored. Don't have performance reviews or difficult conversations at the end of long meeting days. Both parties are depleted. The conversation will go poorly. Schedule for fresh mornings when everyone has full decision-making capacity. You're not weak-willed because you make poor choices at night. You're experiencing predictable decision fatigue. Your brain has consumed its decision-making resources throughout the day. Protect yourself by structuring your day appropriately. Make important choices when your capacity is full. Avoid significant decisions when depleted. The quality of your decisions will improve dramatically. Next time on Mind Decoded, we're exploring a paradox that explains why having more options makes you less happy. The paradox of choice. Why unlimited options create paralysis. How too many choices decrease satisfaction. And why constraints actually improve decision quality. Don't miss it. And that's how the mind works. If this helped you understand yourself better, subscribe for weekly psychology insights. Thanks for watching.